Sounding natural when you speak in English is hard, even for native speakers. When you're a non-native speaker, I've even had students tell me before that they feel like they sound like Google Translate when they speak in English. It's a completely normal feeling because you have so much to think about. Grammar, vocabulary, who you're talking to, anxiety, and on top of that, pronunciation, the way that you present what you say. It happens to literally anybody who learns a second language. Today we're fixing that. We're not going to force an accent. We're not trying to sound British today. Instead, we need to focus on the most important thing before you do that, which is clear communication, stress, intonation, and rhythm. Let's start with a sentence and we're going to break it down, add some stress, add some intonation to it to make it firstly sound more confident. Then we're going to add more to this sentence to show how the intonation and the stress might change. I need to finish the project. Now you probably heard already the words which are stressed, right? Need, finish, project. Don't know why I'm doing that. We need to present these stressed words to our listener so they really understand the story that we're telling. So remember, stress isn't shouting, it's just making a word more obvious. And we can make it more obvious by relaxing the boring words. I need to finish. To has now become to. I'm sorry to, nobody cares about you. Just like of, can, for, because nobody cares about them. They're boring. So, I need to finish, the is pronounced as the, very short and relaxed. I need to finish the project. Did you notice what I did with my intonation to make it sound final? I used a falling tone. This is a way that we show confidence when we're sharing information or we want to show people that we believe what we're saying. I need to finish the project. I need to finish the project, taking it down. This is really good in business situations if you want to show people that they can trust you. You know your stuff. Use a falling tone. You notice on the word need, I took my tone up. I'm in the middle of the sentence, so I'm just going to give a bit of intonation to the word need and finish because they tell the story. And we're finishing the story at project, showing our listener, I'm done. I've finished speaking now. I need to finish the project. Let's say we need to complete the project by a certain time. I need to finish the project by 2 o'clock. Taking the tone down now on 2 o'clock. By the way, quick thing. Something I hear a lot from my students when they send me WhatsApp messages is they often make the numbers too weak. So I know we pronounce the word to, T-O, as t. I want to buy this, I want to do this. But when we say the number 2, this is a number. It tells a lot of the story that we're sharing, so it should always be very stressed, in fact. So by 2 o'clock, I need to finish the project by 2 o'clock. So we've added more information and we can keep doing this. The more we add new information, we're going to add more intonation and bring it to that nice falling tone when we finish speaking. Let's say that this person wants to talk to me after I've finished the project. So I'll talk to you later. Before we add this, I want to talk about one very important thing. Pause. The most powerful communication skill is pausing. When you take little moments to just breathe, to let your listener think, even if it's just little short pauses like this. Pausing is extremely powerful. Again, we're talking about confidence here. Pausing shows confidence. When we talk slowly, we make our listener feel comfortable and we sound like we believe in what we're saying. But when we start talking really, really fast, what happens is I'm just throwing loads of words at you. And, this is a really exaggerated example, but what's happening is I'm probably making you feel quite anxious, right? Because when we talk fast, it creates the opposite emotion. Fast speech generates excitement. It generates anxiety, fear. It creates a different style of energy. So we can use fast speech if we want our listener to feel a certain way. Maybe we're telling a story and we're getting to a really exciting part, talk faster. But when we're just following a general rhythm and we're giving people information, just try to slow down and most importantly, pause. So powerful. Trust me, people will trust you more if you pause. I need to finish the project by 2 o'clock, so I'll talk to you later. Do you see I just created a little pause there? Just a quick one, but what it did was it kind of took the 2 o'clock to a finish. We've said the main statement, and then we're adding extra information to the end. Something new, completely new. A little pause, and then adding the last final thing. You can build this with anything you say. I'm doing it now. I'm showing you that I have more to say, and then I'm taking my tone down to show you that I've finished speaking. Now, I'm going to imagine I'm talking to a real human. Well, no offense, you are human. It's just right now I'm looking directly at a camera, so it feels kind of weird. The only face I can find is this one. Let's put Carrie up here. That feels better. I'm talking to a woman who has her face covered in blood. I need to finish the project by 2 o'clock, so I'll talk to you later, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. I need to finish the project by 2 o'clock, so I'll talk to you later. So this is how it works. Stress your important words. Relax the words that don't matter. Function words, to, for, of, and, can, the. They're often pronounced with the schwa sound to make them softer. And use falling tones to show you've finished speaking. When you keep adding information, you can do just a bit of a rising tone to show you have more to say, and then you can take your tone down at the end. This will instantly take away any robotic, unnatural sound to your voice. Pausing will make people trust you and feel more confident, and already you have something new you can start working on today. Now, there's other stuff we could talk about. For example, how you can sound more emotional when you speak, how you can sound more friendly. This is often done with a rise-fall tone. If you think something's amazing, don't just say, it's amazing. That's a falling tone. It sounds very flat and boring. Instead, it's amazing. You know when you taste good food? I don't know about you, but I often make this noise. That rise-fall. That's because I'm emotionally responding to that delicious food. I'm making an intonation pattern to show my satisfaction for that food. It's emotional. So you can put this on stressed words to show how good you feel about something. And again, it connects your listener. It's good. It's amazing. Fantastic. Or the opposite. It's terrible. That quick rise-fall shows emotion. And the stronger you do it, the more excited or the more angry you sound. Ask ChatGPT to come up with some sentences. You can even tell it to highlight which words should be stressed, which words are function words, and even if you want, ask it to show you where the tones go. And if you want to go the extra mile, if you join my course, you can use me to send voice messages to, where you can actually practice these sentences, and I can tell you if your intonation is wrong, if you sound like a robot, if you sound like Google Translate. Don't forget that you can use a rising tone for other things, like asking a question. There are other ways to use all of the tones. These are just some basic patterns you can start with to sound more human. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys. Bye.